Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video we're going to do a review on this 1971 Buick Riviera Boattail made in a 1/18 scale by Yatming. So stay with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel in case you haven't subscribed yet. Give me a thumbs up, that helps the channel a lot. And also share this video and click the bell for news. So let's unbox this baby and take a better look at it right now. This is 1971 Buick. That's the Riviera Boattail. It's got this name, Boattail, due to this rear end. Looks like a turnover boat, so it's a boat tail actually. This car was made from 1971 to 1973 in this style, but from 1971 to 1972 there were some slight changes, such as the grille, tail lights, and the louvers were eliminated right here in the rear end. The car in general remained the same, and in 1973 it had a softened rear end with new tail lights, a completely new front end, of older bumpers that were required by the American law concerned safety. This model car that's made by Yatming, it's got a pretty good quality. I've shown one of these before in very light beige color with a brown vinyl roof. The interior is made in tan. It looks very attractive. It's got some very good quality chrome. Trim around the wheel wells are painted on. They're cast in metal. Directional lights both in the rear and the front. The Riviera logo is a decal with a very good quality. The mirror and the door handle are separate parts. They're made in plastic chrome. The door lock is cast in metal. Trim around the window openings, it's all cast in metal and painted on. In general, this is an intermediate model car, and it's got a very good quality for its value. The wheels are very nice. Front end is very aggressive. For 1971, we had this grille with horizontal elements. They were slightly changed for 1972 with a wider opening and some vertical elements as well. Headlights and headlight bezels were quite the same. Headlights look very realistic. They got some picks that are not really an issue, since they do sort of simulate the light bulbs. The grille mesh looks very nice. It's not an actual grille. The emblem on the grille, the Riviera badge actually. Hood is also very well aligned and adjusted. And this car style is something unique. It's the type of car that you either love or hate it. Directional lights, auxiliary lights below the headlights also look very good and realistic. The 455 engine, that's a big block. Radiator hose, radiator shroud. The engine bay, which is made in the same piece of plastic that's part of the base of a car. We got two hinges right here in the center, and the original car would be more outwards, and they would be those panographic spring system hinges. We also have the Brakemaster cylinder. In general, it's a pretty good engine bay for this model car. It's not the best one, but it's not the worst one. The Buick interior with a very nice dashboard. It's an interesting dashboard since it's got a sort of two cells. This cell for the driver, the other cell for the passenger. 3-spoke steering wheel with a wood grain pattern. It's an automatic car, so it's got the gas and brake. Got a rubber floor mat. It's not made of rubber, but it's cast in plastic, along with the base of the interior that simulates the carpet. And the seats and cushions are pretty well made. They're all made in plastic, and the seats do not tilt, but the quality of a car, it's pretty nice. This vinyl roof needs a little gluing right here in the edges, but it's not really a big issue. It's something very easy to repair, and it's gonna be repaired right away. We've got the air outlets, the Riviera logo on the passenger side, and a big central console with an automatic transmission and a gear lever that looks like an airplane lever actually. Door and interior panels have wood grain pattern. Scarring got a headliner. It's just a mirror. We have no sun visors. This could be improved. In the rear seats, room for two. So it's a 2+2, 4-passenger car only. Despite its big dimensions, it was not made for a big family. This Boattail looks like a boat that's upside down that was inserted in the middle of a car. It's got this very sharp edge in the center. And a very curious fact about this rear window is in 1971 it was made of two parts. It was a split window, but without a pillar right here in the center, just like it happened to the 1963 Corvette Stingray. But this two-part rear window was also a problem for Buick, since this joint here, right here in the center, used to dry up and crack. So GM decided not to continue with this for 1972. So 1972 was a one-piece rear window. We also have these louvers here that were present only in 1971. In 1972, they were abolished completely. Perhaps they were not as functional as they should be, and they would lead to a lot of corrosion. In 1972, Buick also had different taillights. The rest of the car was pretty much the same. This trunk was quite small for the car. It was just about this dimension here. It had the same dimension of the trunk lid. Trunk lid used to open right here, and they had a spare tire right here in the center. The car from underneath, very nicely made undercarriage. We can notice this body-on-frame car, and the dual exhaust, rear suspension, the differential, the drive shaft, the engine and transmission, the engine details, the front suspension detail, the wheels that steer, wheels and tires that look very good. Gas tank. The only improvement we have to do is this exhaust tip that needs to be a little more realistic. This engine could also have a little painting here to look less like plastic and a little more realistic in the engine color, and the same thing to the transmission. But in general, this undercarriage looks pretty good. There's really something I must say about Greenlight Artisan. They should make an undercarriage at least like this one. It's not a bad one, it's not the best one, but it's nicely made. It's got no work in suspension, no work in drive shaft, no more details just like we find at Highway 61 and GMPs and Acmes and more expensive model cars, but got some pretty acceptable finishing touches and pretty nice textures and colors. By analyzing this Buick, is it a very nice car to have in a diecast model car collection? I would say yes, with no doubts. I think it's a very nice car to have in an American car collection, especially if you like those 1960s to 80s American cars. And this is a very iconic model car, and a model car of a very iconic car. Anyway, it's very interesting, very nice looking and attractive car, and it's also a very unique car. So from 0 to 10, I would give this model car a 9, and a solid one. I just wouldn't give it a 10 because it doesn't have an opening trunk, and Yatming has proven it could do an opening trunk with no big issues at all, no big problems at all. Perhaps just for a cost reduction. The other details are very well made in this car. The painting has a very good quality. The vinyl roof is very nice. Chrome, have no flashings, no issues at all. Wheels and tires look great. Interior looks very nice. It doesn't have any flashings, doesn't have any cast markings. It's made in a very good quality in this basic to intermediate model car range. So I'd like to thank you for all likes, views, for all subscriptions. Please don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't subscribed yet. Also give me your thumbs up. This helps the channel a lot. And write down your comments what you think about the car and about the video. And if you have any further information on this Buick, just let me know down in your comments. And click the bell for news, so you're going to stay tuned with new videos that are about to come in the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.